चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। यस्यान्तानादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं नाम गोत्रं न सूत्रं नो जातिर्नैव वर्णानुभवति पुरुषो नानपुंसं न च स्त्रीनाकारं नाविकारं न हि जननिमरणं नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं नो तत्त्वं तत्त्वमेकं सहजसमरसं सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि। I am offering my namaskara to Sanatana Dharma Shankaracharya and this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And today's class I am going to start. So I welcome you all. We have seen already Patanjali Yoga Sutra is one of the sadhanas. 8-step sadhanas are there. So we have started seeing one by one what is the sadhana. We have seen the yama and niyama. There are 10 commandments of life. Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma prescribes what are those 5 do's and 5 don'ts. So 5 don'ts are first said is yama and 5 do's are said as niyamas. Do's and don'ts are yama and niyama is do's. In yama we have seen already ahimsa, non-violence, satya is the truthfulness and asteya is the non-stealingness. Brahmacharya, it is not celibacy here we are telling. Brahmacharya is to recuperate yourself with knowledge and energy. So that is the brahmacharya. And next they said this aparigraha. So aparigraha is a non-hoarding, not accumulating so much beyond my requirements and needs. So whenever I accumulate more and more, so somebody else is getting shortage in the world. So it should be equally distributed to everybody's use. In animal kingdom, they don't hoard. So animal kingdom, whatever is required today, that will be taken, that's all. And they don't feel tomorrow if it is not there, what happens. So I have to accumulate for my son, grandson, and next 7 generations like that if I accumulate. So definitely there is a shortage will be there in the other society. So non-accumulation is aparigraha. So that makes all the 5 ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya and parigraha. is put together, 5 yamas are there. This should not be done, in the sense that is the don'ts are there. Next is niyama we have seen, shaucha we have seen, santosha, tapaha, swadhyaya and ishvara pranidhana. So these are the 5 do's has to be done. So shaucha we have discussed already, internal shaucha and external shaucha, the cleanliness of the external surroundings of me as well as my body, it is to be cleaned in such a way. So that is helpful for making my meditation fitness, and also to transact in this world, how much fitness has to be done, that should be, cleanliness has to be maintained, including my all articles, organizing my things and decluttering all my life things. So similarly, internal shaucha, that is called as internally, which is not visible for others. We have already accumulated from past janmas to this janma, at least whatever this janma we have accumulated, if we are able to declutter totally, and all unwanted thought processes and decisions and so many things we have kept that is bothering us. So if the old things itself is bothering, whatever you have accumulated, not cleaned, so then meditation making becomes difficult. So for that only the internal shaucha is required. So if you achieve Atma Jnana, you can also clean up all your old accumulated, whatever is there in the mind, everything can be cleaned up. So that is the possibility is there. At least present day, whatever we are there in this one, it is still in the reachable memory is there. So it can be cleaned up if you make it a conscious will. So very subconscious or in the Karana Sharira, whatever the Sukshma Sharira is there, from the past janmas are there, those things, if you go to higher meditation level, and then it can be cleaned up even the past memories, which is not required for us and all such things. So that is the shaucha we have discussed. Santosha we have discussed the contentedness. So whatever you earn, you will not be able to have contentedness unless you have to put a full stop. So this is sufficient for my life. So then only you start, you are feeling enough, I am having enough. Otherwise you may be always living with a shortage. I am not having this, I am not having this. So your psychology itself will be not having, your thought process itself is not having thought process. So that's why first you have to put contentedness and then achieve for the world. You can achieve wealth for, create wealth for the world or for the surroundings or for society and all the things. So for yourself somewhere you have to put a full stop. So that is contentedness, santosha. The third one is swadhyaya, tapaha. Tapaha, we said it is not like earlier what you are seeing that tapas in your mind is there. That is not. Regulating your thought and mind, totally controlling your sense organs and all, controlling in the sense it is talking to the sense organs and bringing into the right track. That is tapaha. Swadhyaya, there are two types. I said externally you have to study the scriptures, because other values or whatever the materialistic engineering, science and technology giving, that is only external world informations are there. Swadhyaya is the scriptures is telling about the personality, Atma Swarupa, what is Atma and what about you and all those things. So that has to be studied in scriptures. That is first type of swadhyaya. Secondly, whatever you have studied has to be applied to and also introspect. Who am I? What is that? Everything has to be introspected. So that is two types of swadhyaya. And not only introspection, correction also we have to do. So these both should be done on a daily basis. That is called swadhyaya. tapaha, swadhyaya, Ishvara pranidhana, we have said. So we have to surrender to the universal consciousness. After all, we are living 100 years, but the earth is living billions of years, and all the human mankind also is living from so many years. And all the animal kingdom, everything is surviving, everything on, with a certain pattern, certain system, certain intelligence is there. Because of that, it is going. So if you are getting 4 seasons, that is also having some intelligence is there. Earth is rotating exactly 24 hours means that means that there is some system principle, everything is monitoring that, intelligence is there, and all the things are there. Such a huge intelligence, whatever is there. In front of that, my intelligence is less. And whatever I do, my intelligence work also, we need a support from the universal intelligence also. Because I need my work to be completed, so many other people has to also contribute. Other things also has to contribute. Other environment also has to contribute to success, to my success. That means I am not the only deciding factor for my success. I can put effort, but certain things has to come from outside world. It has to cooperate. Then only I will be successful. If it is not cooperating, it will not be successful. So that is Ishvara Pranidhana is you have to surrendering yourself. So you are accepting that universal consciousness has to help me. You are almost requesting or whatever is there. If you don't like surrender words, you have to request, no? So you have to request the universal consciousness. And in that, you do your duty 100% and leave the rest to the universe. So whatever has to come to you, it will come to you. So even now, everything, whatever you have done, not 100% has not come according to your thought process. There is something has come, even whatever has come, you may not like it also. But that is not after 10 years down the line, you may say, I would have not interested in this. Simply I have tried. All those things can be also resultant of my thought process and also the proper understanding. So Ishvara Pranidhana, proper surrendering or proper requesting, and also doing your duty 100%, and also accepting whatever it comes on your way. So you are accepting most of the things, only 5 to 10% only you are holding it. You cannot reject many of the things in the life, you are accepting everything. So you, as a body, you don't have any choice. You have been given the body, you are accepting it. Your intelligence, IQ or whatever is there, your power and energy, everything is given. So maybe a little bit you can hone up or whatever according to your physical activity, you can improve it to a level which is already available in you only. It is available, but it is hidden. Now you are making it is explicit. And your children, you are not, whatever is there, it is not in your hand, it has come. Your wife, your parents, you are not having any. So that means many things have been given to you. The world is given to you. The materials are given to you. And all the environment has been given to you. The seasons has been given to you. And you cannot decide on who is your ruler, what is the constitution and everything. So ultimately you are accepting to everything. Traffic rule, you are not the decider. Office rules, you are not the decider. It is already system is developed. So all the system universally is working together, and most of the things, 90-95% of the systems, we are accepting everything. But sometimes we may murmur, grumble and all those things. So without grumbling, without murmuring, you have to understand the universal and you have to be with that. That's 100 years only you have to use that system for your benefit. So that's why you should not too much dependent on the external systems. You have to become so much self-sufficient. So that is what Ishvara Pranidhana is contributing to that. And only 5 to 10% my desires driven. I am chasing and I am not liking, disliking, and all is happening. Remaining 90% you are already accepting. Another 10% only giving you lot of problem. Even in that also you do 100%, and the 10% whatever you are desire, you are chasing, and whatever you are doing, do 100%. In that also accept what it comes, because that also is called Ishvara Pranidhana. But you think that 100% I am managing myself. No. 90% you already accepted the existing systems and environment. So that is, you cannot change, you know that. So most of the things, I can say 99% of the things we cannot change. 1% we can change is only my own understanding I can change. Ishvara Pranidhana is that. So we have seen that yama and niyama. Now the third aspect of that is in the limbs, Ashtanga. In the third limb is asana. Asana is, and then pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. There are 8 limbs are there. So today we will look into asana. Asana we are all very familiar, because everybody goes to yoga asana, that asana, this asana, and everything. Whereas if you go through the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is not giving you any of these asanas. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is not talking about this Vakrasana, Kukutasana, all these asanas in Yogasana, whatever we are talking, it is not taught by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, 196 aphorisms are there, the sutras are there, one-line statements are there. So in that only 2 times asana word is coming. That means first time it comes, what is Ashtanga Yoga? In that it will be telling yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. These 8 names he is enumerating. During enumeration only one time asana comes. If you see the 195 sutras, so only one time that asana comes. Second time it is telling about asana when he is talking himself. He says sukha sthira masanaha. That is the second time asana is coming. Apart from these 2 times, 2 sutras, there is no other sutras are talking about asanas. That means today if you see all yoga studios are there world over, so much of bending of the body and everything is happening. That is all not from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It is on subsequent text. From the 9th century it has come. I will deal with at the end of the topic, because let me finish this. So all the asanas, whatever today we are doing, so from where it has come, I will deal in the last. And so you please have this one. So let us understand about asana, what Patanjali said only. So because of this, all the asanas, whatever we are doing, and all the yoga asana development and so many things are there. It is from 9th century onwards up to 15th century. So many texts has been written. These are all again Bharatanatyam, whatever the Natya Shastra is there in the Vedas. From that, whatever the different bhangis are there. Bhangis are the fixation of the position. So such positions, in order to maintain what type of asana you have to do, and without making your pain and other things. So for that purpose, such asanas has been developed, and also make your body little bit more stronger. But whereas Patanjali Yoga Sutra is a Yoga Darshana Shastra, here it is not required to be so much of physically oriented things are not there. Here it is Atma Sadhana. So you have to have physical fitness to make your daily living. So for that, how much weight you may lift? Only around 10 kgs. Okay. And whatever you are doing, okay. You can normal life living. What is the physical fitness is required? If that is maintained, that is sufficient. In that can be done by Surya Namaskara. That is what they said. And also Sukshma Vyayama is there. Sukshma Vyayama and Surya Namaskaras are sufficient to make a normal living. So if you want to extra build your body and flexibility, and if you are a gymnastic person, if you are a Bharatanatyam person, Kathak person, there are lot of requirements are there. Or if you are having lot of technical work, if you want to do bend and you get up and have in this one athletics, so many things bending may be required. So those are all required for a purpose, not for the Atma Jnana. Yogasana, if you are doing, you can continue, but that will not take you to moksha. That will not give you the jnana. It is only making your body. And if you are struggling to make it, please rethink it. And after some age, you need not struggle to do all such things. If you are very comfortable in doing yoga asana, you can continue. But otherwise, Surya Namaskara, if it is possible, it can be done, and Sukshma Vyayamas can be done. That is about yoga. Patanjali Yoga Sutra talks about Sukhasthiram asana only. See, all the Atma Jnana, either you are reading by sitting or by meditation you are doing by sitting. So that's why you need to have a comfortable asana for sitting. That is called Sukhasthiram asana. So that is the only objective of the asana. So the asanas should give you your limbs, hands, and flexibility in your limbs, in the muscles. So that is called asana, the flexibilities. So in Raja Yoga or Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is only by sitting. You have to be comfortable. For example, if you want to study a scripture, so if you are not able to sit and you are making like this and all, your concentration goes. So you have to be able to sit about 2 hours, 3 hours without any body pain. So like that, if you are doing puja, you have to sit without body pain. So everything in sitting position only you are doing it. And also if you are sitting for meditation, your body should not give you trouble. So for that, what is flexibility required? Up to that level only, either Sukshma Vyayama, so means only for a particular joint like this, anything has to be done. So only limited, not extraneous activity should not be done. That is what Yoga Sutra says. So anyway, further asanas at the end of the session, I will be talking on that. That asanas, it is optional. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is only talking about sitting asana, because that sitting position has to be siddhi. You have to love that position, and that asana has to give you blessing. Otherwise, without getting the blessings of the asana, you cannot do sadhana. If you are struggling to sit itself, you can't do meditation. So your asana should become siddhi. Asana siddhi has to happen. So Vyasacharya here he says asina sambhavat. He says asina sambhavat means you have to love that asana, that whatever you are sitting in a position, either you are doing in a lotus padmasana or whatever is there, or a normal sukhasana, whatever squatting we are doing, so that is sukhasana. If you are putting padmasana and comfortable, that is there no objection. But if you are having, it is difficult. So a asana is only this much only is there in the Yoga Sutra. So because everything is leading us to either swadhyaya or studying. Studying you cannot walk and study, or you cannot sleep and study much, because the moment you sleep you will get into deep sleep. So you cannot able to read. And the only best thing is sitting and reading only. Similarly, meditation cannot be done in the standing position, because once the body, everything get relaxed, the stiffness of the body lost, then you will fall down. And you cannot do in the lying position, flat position, because in a flat position, unknowingly you will go to sleep. So only position where you can do the meditation is only sitting. So that is why only Vyasacharya says sitting position has to be conquered. You have to make a successful sitting position for yourself. For one person, what is comfortable, it may not be comfortable other person. So you have to see that and which is comfortable position. So that position has to be arrived and it has to be stabilized. And how long you want to sit, you have to sit. So that is the asana. Vyasacharya is telling. Subsequently, what happens? Sitting on the ground is the preferred thing, he is telling. Sthiti Sukham. That means he is talking Sthiti Sukham means he is talking about if you are sitting itself, it should be having a sukha, it should give you a comfortableness into the body should not ache, body should not give you trouble or it should not become numb. So all those things, that such a type of flexibility in the body should come. That means when you are sitting 2 hours, your legs are numb, it will become, and you cannot get up afterwards. So blood circulation is not happening means what is that required? You may have to do some leg exercises. You do that. Simple leg exercises has to be done. Ankle exercises has to be done. So all those knee exercises can be done. So hips exercises can be done like that. Simple exercises only 1 minute, 2 minutes also possible to do. So that is all is towards a sthiti sukham. So whatever you are sitting, that sthiti, sitting position should be giving you sukham. Sukham means I am telling you without any aches, without any numbs, without any stiffness, or with the full looseness also you cannot sit. Adequate stiffness has to be maintained to make a sitting position. If you let loose also, the body will droop. When body droops, spinal cord will become bent. When spinal cord becomes bent, energy flow will not happen. So you should have a particular this one. And also whenever your body spinal cord bends also, your breathing also becomes difficult. Your neck also containing that air vents are there, pipes. So that pipe also will get bent, like if your leg is like this, you cannot breathe comfortably. There is a position is fixed for that. So I will tell you about that. So it means we have to choose a proper position, proper posture for sitting. So why it is required, I have explained you, because meditation and studying and everything, whatever sadhana you are doing, puja sadhana, japa sadhana or meditation or anything, if you want to do also, you have to sit and do. So what is the duration when you are doing? Initially you may do 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And also when you are getting Atma Jnana and also you are starting doing the meditation, your mind only tells what are the activity from morning to evening you are doing is not useful to you. It is unnecessarily unwanted work you are doing it. You are wasting your energy. It is not that external coaching will not happen. Internally your mind decides these are all the unwanted activities I am doing. Instead of doing unwanted activity, let me do more meditation. It will take you step by step to the more meditation. Slowly unwanted habits, everything will be left away. So that left away the habits you are doing, spending lot of time. That time you or yourself only will be using for higher meditation. Meditation will go from 20 minutes to 30 minutes, 1 hour, and maybe morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, even night 1 hour also it can go. It is not now if I say you sit 1 hour, you may not be able to sit. When you are already sitting and also learning the Atma Jnana, Viveka and Vairagya is there. So with all those things, your mind only decides morning to evening whatever I am doing the work, it will take stock of it. These are all the work you need not do, simply waste of energy you are doing. So you sit, do meditation, that only recommends, and you are also going to become like that. So it should be a stable asana. It should be a more comfortable asana. That is what again and again he is talking about on that asana. And no, I will put Padmasana. If you put Padmasana and if you want to open the legs, somebody else has to come and open the leg. That is not a comfortable asana. So I want to achieve Padmasana. Achieving is a different. So, but for sitting meditation, what is comfortable only you have to do. So I like Padmasana. Liking is different. Whether you have achieved the Padmasana, if you are not achieved, you simply sit in a normal squatting position. So even in asana, it is to be, Bhagavad Gita says, in what position it has to be done. Shuchau deshe pratishtapya stiramasana atmanaha natyutritam natinicham chela jina kusottaram. It is telling. That means, so there is a clean area you have to sit. The clean area, Shuchau deshe, you have to sitting and you have to having a constantly the same area, same room, same place only you have to sit. It is not, you should not sit in a different places. Today one place I am sitting for meditation. Today I am doing one area exercise and all such things. So totally it should be Shuchi, cleanliness should be there. Because cleanliness is the first thing is required. So if the room is stinking, if the room is having dirtiness and dust is there, or some cockroaches are there, some ants are there, so how can you sit and do that? So that means totally it should be clean. That is what it is telling. So it should be preferably on the ground, because when you sit on the top of the sofa or the cushion is there, your body spinal cord, we cannot make it straight. No, I sit on a hard chair. So I cannot sit on the ground. So unless you have medical reasons not to sit on the ground, not possible. So otherwise you can sit on the ground. You have to practice it to sit and make it. If you are medically, something is broken, some ligaments are not there, some joints are broken. So then it is a different condition. So then you have to sit on a chair or whatever is there, that has to be done. But the chair, when you sit, your mind is always not 100% giving for meditation. Your mind always feels, if I fall down during the meditation from the chair down, so that feeling is always there. So at a corner of mind, you are not free. So that's why on the ground, you are not going to fall off. So on the ground, you have to have maybe 1 inch thick wooden stool like that, 1 inch or 1.5 inch. So you have to sit on a proper base. It should be preferably wooden, not plastic, not something like that, steel, all those things. Because the plastic will have a electrostatic thing and your body electrostatic is there. So the static electricity will start itching you, and also the localized electricity spots are there. It concentrates, it starts numbing, it starts itching, it starts giving you discomfort. So that is the purpose. No plastic, even metal also like that. You cannot directly sit on the ground because you have to insulate your energy. Otherwise, if you are sitting on a marble or a granite or whatever is there, your body temperature is absorbed by the ground. You sit for 1 hour, half an hour and get up and see how the ground is heated. The warmth of the ground where you are sat is very high. Earlier temperature is less. That means the temperature for that earth or the tile or the granite has come from you only. So that means you have lost so much of heat energy. So you are not supposed to lose also. So that is why you need a wooden platform of 1 inch height only, maximum 1 or 1.5 inch. So proper your seat base has to be, both the hips has to sit on that. If you can sit totally, you have to have a bigger platform so that you can put all your legs, feet, everything onto that. So if you are finding it difficult, so you can leave the feet onto the ground, but with insulation, with a cloth or something like that, with a cotton cloth, you can leave it so that your knees will not be so tight and your ankles also will not be so tight. And by bringing the feet to the ground and rest of everything sitting on the wooden platform of 1.5 inch. We call it in puja room, mane we call. In puja room, we have such wooden platforms, 1.5 inch, this one. For sitting in puja room, we will be using it. Or in functions also, you may see that it will be done. Such wooden platform will be used. Mane in Kannada we call, I don't know in other languages or even in English, I don't know about that. So that is the purpose. The wooden has to be insulation. Wooden will not absorb your heat energy, or it will not give you moisture to you. If you are sitting onto the ground, the moisture is there, it will come to your body. So that also gives you discomfort. So your temperature is absorbed and moisture is getting absorbed to you. All these things will happen. So for that purpose, asana means you have to have a wooden asana, and leg, if it is possible for you to comfortably sit along with the leg and feet and everything onto a wooden platform, it is best. If it is not possible, you can put 2 feet down. The rest everything should sit on the platform, wooden platform. Comfortable, if you are fat, you should have a bigger wooden platform. Maybe 2 feet by 1 feet may be more sufficient for everybody, I think. Or 2 feet by 2 feet also, maybe 1.5 feet also may be okay. With 1.5 inch, more, not very high. 3 inch, 4 inch and all, you don't try, you will fall down. So 1.5 inch is more comfortable. So you should not be limping. The wooden platform what you are having, you should comfortably sit. You should not limp. Not on only on pivot or something like that. Again, it will be tingling like that. You can't do meditation. So these are all comfortability only is more told. And also it is told you should insulate. So shuchau deshe pratistapya. That means if you are having a bad odor is there. For example, you are sitting near to kitchen, all the kitchen smell is coming. How can you do meditation? So your smell is getting affected. And always if some good nice pongal is made, pongal vasana is coming, your mind thinking of pongal meditation only you are doing. You are not doing real meditation. So you have to make a more comfortable position. More sound should not be there. So it should not disturb you. And cockroaches should not come onto you, ants should not, or spiders should not come. Such a clean area should be there because everything disturbs you. And people coming to the room and opening the door, closing the door frequently, or you are sitting in a walking way. No. Initially, to gain the comfortness of this meditation, these are all restrictions required. Once you have become master of meditation, you can sit anywhere. Even in the railway station, you can sit and do the meditation. But initially to practice, initially to gain the power of meditation, you have to have this restriction. You have to sit in a isolated room and people should not come and disturb or whatever should not happen. So that is the asana. Asana means these are all to be taken care of that. So even in asana, sitting also, you can stretch your legs and sit. People may question what happens, stretch your leg and sit. So you may fall down. Even in the stretched leg also not possible to sit for longer time. So the circulation also becomes problem. The legs will become numb, some feet will become numb after some point of time. And also when it is both legs are open, we have these are all the free areas of the body is going to, energy is lost in these free areas. All the fingertips are there, 5 fingertips. The energy is losing. Energy is going away from you. Where it is dissipating, not from this hand or whatever it is from the fingertips, it is going. Similarly, from the leg, feet, everything, the energy is going away. And the ears like this, and the nose, and eyes. So these are the energy losers along with tongue. So energy losing area, you have to arrest. You should not lose energy. For that, asana means you have to first stiramasana, because of telling only that when you sit, your body should be in a triangle position. That is what it is said. That means your two knees and your hips should be in a triangle position. That is more stable position. You will not fall. In any other position, you may fall. So this position is very stable. So that will be like a triangle pyramid type. Your body will be sitting like a pyramid. So that is the center of the gravity. CG will be there, and you cannot be able to lose your balance. And also it says not yuchritam, not inicham, not too high, not too less height. Chilajina kushottaram. Earlier, the Chilajina kushottaram means the kusha is darba, it is called. Darba is an insulating material from the ground. So they used to make a mat out of darba. On that they used to sit. And it will be also breathing from the ground. So that is also used to happen. Even the wood also, you will be having two legs. So the breathing from the ground also is happening in the wooden platform. So that is also possible. The mane will have two legs. The small piece of legs are there. So that is what Shuchau Deshe Pratistapya Siramasana Atmanaha Natyuchritam Natinicham Chirajina Kushottaram. So that means Patanjali only is not telling. Patanjali is in the 500 BC, whereas Bhagavad Gita is 3,500 years BC. From today, if you say 5,500 years old, so that means in the 6th chapter, Krishna himself has given what is the position you have to sit. So we have to refer such things wherever he has been given in the Vedanta. So that all sitting positions means where all in the Rig Veda it is mentioned. So you have to go there and pick up and come and see. And also Patanjali is not given so much, but this has to be done. So for meditation and Atmajnana, what is required, that asana, Krishna is also telling in the 6th chapter, 11th shloka, he has told also. So then he is talking about, you cannot sit on the bed and do that. You cannot sit meditation, I will do on the bed, the Kurlan bed. It is your spinal cord will not be straight. And the bed is contaminated. So the activities of the bed will get a lot of negative influences are there. So that's why you should not sit on that. You have to sit in a clear ground. This one is there. And you cannot again lean against the wall. If you want to lean against the wall, it should be a wooden, a non-insulated thing should be there. Otherwise, you can put a pillow. Vertically, you can put a pillow and rest your back to that. And put your floor asana, the mane, the wooden platform. Behind that, you put a pillow and you can sit. So straight away, a wet wooden wall is there. Maybe a wet wall is there, granite wall is there. Again, your body energy is getting absorbed by that. You are going to lose your energy. And losing energy, the blood circulation becomes less. So that means you have to have your good blood circulation, means the temperature of the blood should not go down just by releasing your body energy, body heat. So you should be maximizing your body heat. Whatever is there, it should not go away. Like that, you have to insulate. So again, in the 12th shloka, he says, Tatraikagram manak krutva yatacchetrindriya kriya Upavishyasane yunjad yoga matma vishuddhaye. So he talks about Atma Shuddhi only we have to, for that purpose only we have to do. What is he talking? Tattaikagram manakrutva. So here when we are sitting, our mind and body complex has to be in a very stable position. So right the first day it is not possible. Slowly when you practice it is possible. So indriya, yatech indriya, kriya. So all our 10 indriyas, it has to be withdrawn. Slowly withdrawing it will happen. I will give you an example. It will be more suitable for you to understand. Suppose you are coming to your house from the outside and it's almost night 10 o'clock. It is going to time to go to bed. So what you are doing? So you are going to first lock, make a lock of your gate, and then you come to your front door, you lock it, and then any other windows and other things are there, you will lock it, and you will switch off the light and come to hall, you switch off the TV and all those things, and switch off in kitchen also on the taps and gas, everything. So even in the bathroom, everything like that. Slowly you come to your bedroom. So by switching off, closing off, everything you are coming. And even in the bedroom also, when you come, you will be sitting and removing all your specs, removing your shoes or anything, if it is, or any slippers if you are using, and even socks also you are removing, everything you are removing and then sleeping. So, and then when you sleep, it is only lying down position you are doing. Sleep is not happening. In sleep, what happens? The sleep dismisses one by one the all our organs. Slowly, first it dismisses the leg and then your hands. Both will be dismissed during the sleep. So it automatically happens. It is a natural process. So it automatically dismisses. Slowly it comes to all the body, totally dismisses the body. And slowly when it is dismissing, all the 10 indriyas also one by one it will dismiss. For example, that lips is going to close, eyes you are going to close, and nose also it will stop smelling. So the smell may be there initially to you. There is a smell stopping internally, the indriya has got a switch, it switches off. And the sound also, earlier you are able to hear the long sound, maybe 1 mile, 1 kilometer away also some sound is coming. It is slowly switching off, the ear is switching off, and then slowly comes to whatever is in the room only, that sound only is visible to you. And slowly that sound also is switching off. Till such time you cannot get a sleep. Sleep process, all these things happen. So like this, all the indriyas has got a switch internally. It will switch off. Then only the mind will switch off. Then only you can get a sleep. So in meditation, you are not going to sleep. So that means meditation, you have to consciously, you have to switch off. That means your noise you should switch off. You have to train that your all the indriyas you have to train. So it will switch off consciously. I can switch off also. By sitting like this, I can switch off. Means you can switch off. The sound may be available, but the sound may not be heard to you. Suppose you are absorbed in one thing. Even if an atom bomb happens to you nearby, side by side, so you may not be able to get disturbed also. So many things can happen also. Even when you are so much absorbed in a TV program, something has fallen in the kitchen, very loud noise is also not heard to you because you are absorbed in that. So that means when you are absorbed, though ear is open, it shields. What it wants to listen only it does. So that is the power of each indriyas are there. I will be teaching on that in the Atma Jnana when we are continuing after this yoga sadhanas. I will be teaching how all organs are working. So more details will be there. So at that time you will be able to understand what is Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, how all it behaves, interprets and all. So each has got a power and we should know where the switch is there. To that level we have to practice. So by practicing you can control. So that possibilities are there. So that means you understood when you want to make a sleep, you want to concentrate, you are keeping the gate closed, main door closed, everything when one by one only closed. The closing happens. So for meditation sitting also you have to do closing. So energy should not be wasted. So I was telling all the energy will go in the feet, fingers, eyes, nose and ear tips, ear lobes and ear tips. So the nose tip also. So it is less here and all is less. Hands and legs are very more is there. And on the top it is continuously energy is dissipating. The energy is dissipating, but we can't help it. So you cannot cover it. So I'll put a cap of that and so that energy should not, no. When you do that, you will get more discomfort. The energy is getting connected to the universal consciousness from here to there. So that will be a transaction is continuously happening up and down. So you should not close that by any means. So that is the thing when you are doing it. That is why the hands has to be locked. Maybe when you are locking, it is a asana only I am talking. When you are locking means the energy circulation happens, a closed circuit is happen. The energy will be within you only. When legs are crossed also, energy will be within you also. The major two things are closed. And when eye is to be closed, eye should be closed very gently. The eyelids should not be pressed. When you press that, you are going to strain the eyeballs and your concentration will go. It is just like that casually the eyelids should close. Not pressing, not holding it very tight, nothing should be there. So that is also the closing. The energy wasted will be closed. In a closed loop is there. Everything here it is a wire is connected. What is the switch? The switch is only switch on means the loop is completed. Switch off means loop is not completed. So you have to complete the loop. Your energy should flow within you only, should not get wasted either to the ground or to the wall or to any other electrical gadgets near to you. So that energy has to be conserved. And leg also has to be crossed. Leg also energy should not go. Eyes also should not go. Energy should not go. So, and the lips also will be closed, tongue also closed, everything is closed. So, that is the first sitting position has to be done. And the second, this one is your hips from the bottom spinal cord is there, Mooladhara chakra. We have 7 chakras are there. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya and Sahasrara. These are all the energy centers are there. These energy centers, chakra, you cannot, dissection you cannot do. It is all energy. This one is there. You can't find where is it. It is in a particular position, it is allotted. It can shift from one position to another position in the sense within the same area. It may go out of alignment. So out of alignment means all the 7 chakras are related to 7 hormones also, like your adrenaline or pituitary, all the glands or hormones are there, no thyroid, all the glands are there. All glands, the 7 chakras are activating that glands and required hormones will be secreted. For that purpose only, the chakra should be in a straight line. All the chakras should be in the straight line. The practice has to be done. Your spinal cord should be straight. From the hips to the back and to the neck and to the head. All should be in one straight line. So samam kayam shirogrivam. The Krishna talks in the next shlokas and all. So at that time we will be coming on that. I will tell on that. What it says is you have to bring everything into a straight line, pendulum straight line. Initially it is difficult, but otherwise you will be like that, like this you will be doing. So you should not be done. Asana. So you have to do maybe little bit neck, little bit up. Because when you droop like this, what happens? Your head weight will be more. All of a sudden you fall down. Like this fall down means where you will go to sleep or anything like that. Your body will sway to the front or to the side or to this. So if you do like this, it will not go to left to right and or back or to the front also. Little bit up should be there. So that is the position of the body, asana. What I am talking is the Sukhastiram asana. This is the position should be there. Little bit like this, no? Because in that position, your breathing is more comfortable. If you do like this, little bit bend, your breathing becomes difficult. So breathing should be spontaneously, should go without any difficulty. Little tilting of the neck may be required. So that not too much. That should be there. So that is the asana. And eyes also, if you can press together and all, it should not be done. So if you are feeling that you are going to sleep when you close the eyes, you can open around 30 degree and through the eyelid open, your nose tip can be seen. Up to that only your eyes can be opened also, so that you will not get into sleep. So if you are having a habit of getting into the sleep, you can only open around 30% of the eyelid, which you should see only your nose tip. Up to that only can be done. So that is the asana related, the body postures and body thinking I have told you. And about dress also, if you are having all the chumki work, all that work, all knitting is there and so much tightness is there. So you should have a relaxed dress. All the straps are there, elastic is there in my dress, upper body, down body. All these things should not be there. At least if you are doing in your house, you should make a casually fitting dress. No way tight should be there. When a muscle is divided into two, the energy is stored there and it is divided, it is flow of energy is not happening. An elastic is dividing your energy muscle. So even if you are putting anything, string and other things, it will divide. So you should not, a muscle is divided into two portions means it is difficult. So you have to have a loose attire and also better preferably cotton. It is not any synthetic, itching you will happen and electrostatic energy. If you see the terry cot and something nylon, nylex, all those things, when you are removing your sari, patapatas, sound is coming. Or your dresses, internal dresses, acrylic dresses are there. Your sweater acrylic, if you are putting and you are removing, you can see how much pat comes. All those things are energy is lost. That's why you get tired. Cotton will give you the continuously energy. It will not take away your energy. All other materials will take immediately your energy. That's why silk and cotton is not going to take away your energy. So for puja, that is what preferred earlier, cotton or silk only. So you have to have a loose attire, cotton attire. Even on the wooden platform, you can put a sufficiently thick cotton towel or whatever is there, good towel used only for meditation, not for bathing or anything. It should be cleaned, everything should be kept. And before sitting, you have to wash your hands and this one. It all looks to be restriction is not there. These are all, if you practice, you go into a good meditation. So that is why the Sukhasthiram asana is being told like this. So it has to be done. And dress towards that, as said, a place without disturbances, you should be sitting without, so the full cleanliness should be there. And it should also encourage you spiritually, the room and atmosphere. If you are sitting in a gym room, your mind will be gym looking only, it will be talking. Or if you are having lot of pictures of your celebrities or anything, when you open the eye, you see the celebrity. Instead of that, you have to have your own Ishtadevata, if it is possible. Even nothing is there also not a problem. Even a plant is there, not a problem like that. But not like that influencing people, this one should not be there. So that is, you should have a, whenever you open, you should see something very pleasant. Maybe a plant may be there, maybe a Ishtadevata is there, maybe your own symbol may be there. Like that, anything if you see after opening the meditation eyes, you should see slowly you have to come back to the normal life. All of a sudden, you should not come back into the normal life. Even getting up should be normal. In the morning, suddenly you're getting up, your mind is disturbed. So you have to slowly get up. That is all there. How to get up also is there. Anyway, now we'll get into only the sitting posture. Inspiring area we have to keep. So not inspiring area, very black things are there, dull things are there, it becomes an issue. So energy again, it is negative energies are there in a dark colors. Light colors, positive energies are there. Your room should be good in that condition. That is what have been. Sir, so much condition you are putting, I can't do meditation. It is one time preparation, man. It is not that every day you need to, if you prepare your room and place and all, it is good one time only. And once 1 week only, if you practice all the physical things, whatever I said, after that you need not prepare. Body itself will make itself. So all those things you should not think as if you are doing Atma Sadhana, these are all basic requirements has to be attended. And the time of meditation. For example, when you are sitting, the asana you have understood, even the asana time also you have to understand. Normally, a human being will be going into different gunas because our body is made up of material. It is called Maya. So, Prakriti and Purusha, we are combination of consciousness and the material. So, consciousness and material is called Prakriti and Purusha. So, Brahman and Maya, we call it as. The meditation is called, the body is out of Maya, is material. The material, it has got gunas. It is having sattvic guna, rajasic guna, and tamasic guna. So even each one of us will get into sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic depending on our activities and depending on our lifestyle. So how much time we are in rajasic, how much time in the tamasic, how much time we are there in sattvic, we will be able to find ourselves. Otherwise, a common thumb rule is given. When you go to a normal 24-hour cycle, go to bed in the night, and morning when you get up, you are in sattvic mode. Your mind sattvic, which are only things, sattvic only it will be there. So that is the best position time for sitting and doing meditation. So all the things, whatever is said in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, yama, niyama and all also is for ultimately for meditation, samadhi and atma jnana, further getting into that. So all the steps are related to the 7th and 8th steps. So this all has to be done. So sattvic time you have to select to do the meditation. Rajasic means once you get up and also start your daily routine activities, eating, bathing and all those things, your body becomes more active. So the Rajasic, you are in the action mode, not in the meditation mode, you will not be able to come. So the action, you are reducing it to sit. So you have to struggle also. And then sometime energy loses. At that time also it will be, again either you can go to tamasic, you may get doziness, sleepiness, everything will come. So your physical energy goes down also, you may get into sleep. So sleeping is also tamasic mode. Tamasic period, action oriented time, and the peace of calm mind is there at that time. So the meditation recommends is calm mind. You have to find your calm mind. Suppose a housewife is there, she is not calm in the morning also because she has to get up, prepare breakfast, make lunch box, that this. And finally, up to yes, after sending everybody out of home only, the maid will come. So maid also has to do all the cleaning. Then only maybe around 11 o'clock she will have a lot of free time. So at that time only her mind may come to calm. So she has to find out her sattvic time. So her sattvic time, and everybody has to find their sattvic time. If 3:30 to 5 o'clock in the morning, 1.5 hours is called Brahmi Muhurta. So the Brahmi Muhurta is fit for everybody. If people cannot get up at that time, they have to find out their own suitable time where they are having more sattvic time. No more activity oriented, not a sleeping dosing or something like that. If body is fully tired, you cannot do meditation. You will doze off. So you should have adequate energy, not too much, too less. That is what Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna, Satvika Guna. So on those three gunas we have to find out. Each person has to find out a fixed timing is to be there. So Rajoguna, after sunrise, Rajoguna increases. Once sunset happens, Tamoguna will increase. When sun is about to rise, Satvika Guna will be there. So Satvika time is morning, that's why it is said Brahmi Muhurta. So this is considered as Satvika Kala, Brahmi Muhurta. So you can choose your own time because today's modern life, which is difficult, what time and all, one single time you cannot fix. So you have to find out when you are more calm. At that time, you have to start doing the meditation and sitting. So slowly you will be more time, you will be more calm. So initially maybe 1 hour, 2 hours you may be calm. Afterwards, when you start doing the practicing meditation, you will be 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours also you will be becoming calm. So I was telling about body, this one, samam kayam shiro grivam dharayan achalam stiram sampreksha nasikagram swa dishascha navalokayan. So that is what it says, samam kaya shiro grivam. In Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 13th sloka and 14th sloka talks about that. So whatever I spoken already on this, prashantatma vigatabihi brahmachari navastasthitaha manas samyamya machitto yukta asina matparaha. So like that, it is all manas, it has to be controlled, and all the no step, everything, whatever I said, everything has been told. Whatever I wanted to say, it is mentioned in this sloka. So this is asana related, this one is there. So asana means sitting position, and with flexibility you have to do sukshma vyayama, make all your joints has to be more flexible, your muscles should be more flexible. If you are comfortable in doing yogasana, good. But in yogasana, the major thing people not doing properly means the breathing. When you have to do inhaling, when you have to do exhaling is more important when you are doing any asana. So inhaling time only you have to inhale in that position. Exhaling time only you have to exhale. Otherwise, when you are doing the opposite of that, you will get a harmfulness. The asana will give you difficulties. Your health also will go bad. So that means inhaling when you have to do, exhaling when you have to do, you should know. So the meaning is a thumb rule is given when your body at the center, it is center. When its body is going away from you, like either in the front or your body parts also, if it is going like this up, our body is going front or back or whatever is there, body is going away from the center. So at that time inhaling has to be done. When body is coming back, at that time inhaling has to be done. When body is coming back to your normal CG, center of gravity, exhaling has to be done. Inhaling and exhaling. So that is the position, the thumb rule. But for certain asana, it may vary also. So asana people, when they are talking, they will tell you about that. So this is about this one. But sir, so many yogasana and everything is there. You are not talked about that. So where it has come from here, where is the asanas are coming? See, mainly the ancient texts after the 9th century, there is one text is called Hatha Yoga Pradipika is there. So there asanas have been found out. Then another one is called Gerunda Samhita is there. Gerunda Samhita is there. Vasishtha Samhita is there. Yoga Samhita, Yoga Yajnavalkya is there. Ahirbrodanya Samhita is there. And Tantric Samhita is there. Rudra Yamala Uttara Tantra, that is also there. So many texts are talking about asanas. So if you think that Yogasana is from Patanjali, it is wrong. It is not. So these are all the texts which is giving you all the asanas, whatever we are saying. So these 54 asanas have been mentioned in all these things. So in this, for example, if you see, Hatha Yoga Pradipika is talking about 15 asanas. Gerunda Samhita is talking 32 asana, which includes that 15 also. So Vasishtha Samhita is talking about 10 varieties of asana. Yoga Yajnavalkya, 8 asanas it is talking about. Ahirbodhanya Samhita, 11 asanas it is talking. So Trishiki Brahmanopanishad, there is one more, this one is there, that is talking about 16 asanas. So all these put together, 54 asanas mainly popular. All the 54 asanas detailedly how to do and everything has been done in this only. Hatha Yoga Pradipika. In Hatha Yoga Pradipika, what all the asanas are coming? If you see, Swastikasana, Gomukasana, Virasasana, Kurmasana, Kukkutasana, like that. So it is very detailedly mentioned, this 15 asanas of the Hatha Yoga Samhita, how to do and all those things is mentioned in that. Similarly, in the Gerunda Samhita, Siddhasana, Padmasana, so all those things how to do and everything, 32 asanas how to be done. So in the Ahirbudanya Samhita, Chakrasana, so like special asanas, Gomukasana, Simhasana, like that, all these asanas has been mentioned in that. So that means asanas are not basically from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Asanas are coming from so many secondary texts. You should know this. So it has come because Hatha Yoga Sadhana and all, in order to achieve some extra skills, like Tantra is there. Tantra, there are 3 things are there in Veda. Mantra, Yantra and Tantra is there. Mantra, you know that. Trayate iti trayate manaha iti mantraha. It is called as whatever consoles or whatever brings your mind into tranquility, that is mantra. So the mantra is bringing the rhythmic, this one is there. So when I am going to meditation, at that time I will speak about all the, how the kilohertz, this one is there, by the sound waves are there, how it will affect. So this is there. Mantra is whatever we have understood, all the mantras are there. We know each mantras. So what do you say? Linga mantra is there, like Om Namo Vasudevaya is also a one mantra, but Upanishad mantras are there. So Rudra mantra is there, Chamaka mantra is there. So Devi Stuti mantras are there. All the mantras are there. Mantra is there. Yantra is a symbol. Is there? Yantra means, for example, idol is also a yantra. A murti, the Vinayakar murti is there, Shiva murti, Devi murti is there, idol is there, that is also a yantra. And also photo is also a yantra. And also if you are making some triangular and all the Sri Chakra and all these things, if you are putting in Kovalam, Rangoli and all the mantras, the yantra can be written. And apart from that, if you are putting, for example, Kalasha Stapana, you are doing it, the water and the coconut and that all those things, that also becomes an yantra. So many things are there in yantra. So yantras, mantra is that, yantra is this. Both put together, mantra and yantra put together, whatever you are doing, it is called as tantra. So you are using yantra also, you are using mantra also, and then you are doing tantra. So that is mantra, yantra, tantra is going like that. But for our Atma Jnana, we don't need much of these things. Only mantra may be sufficient. Rest of the physical things, you have to, it is only mental activity. You need not know all those things also. Tantra and all. Even Yogasana, why I was telling that Tantra means, in order to achieve Tantra, you have to do these asanas. Several asanas will give you the Tantra. Easily you can go to make Tantras, all these things. So it may be more of Atharvana Veda Shastras, Tantric methodologies are there. But for Atma Jnana, we don't require this much. So you should have a very clear picture of easy sitting position and simple flexible exercises, sukshma vyayamas, and the cleanliness and the fixed time and your body position, whatever I have said, these are all constitute to asana. So this only is sufficient. If you are continuously doing your yoga asana, I am not coming in your way, you can do, but only take a caution. You are inhaling and exhaling at what each step, whether in inhaling position, inhale, exhaling position, exhale. In your exhaling position, if you are inhaling, your body is getting damaged. Your psychology also will getting damaged. So be careful when you are doing the yogasana. So with this, I am going to conclude today's talk. Today I spoke about asana. This is the third limb of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Lot of information I have given to you. So whenever practice classes are there, at that time I can show you how to sit and what to do and all those things. So with this, I am concluding today's talk. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.